The future of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal titles has been questioned again following the release of Spare. Prince Harry's memoir Spare made a series of bombshell allegations against the royal family as he shared insight into his life in the firm and his decision to step back 3 years ago. When he and his wife Meghan Markle announced their departure, the couple relinquished their HRH status but were allowed to retain their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles. However, Express.co.uk readers strongly agree that Harry should be stripped of his titles. A new poll has found Harry and Meghan were gifted the Sussex dukedom by the late Queen Elizabeth II upon their marriage in 2018. They also received the Earl and Countess of Dumbarton and Baron and Baroness of Culkeel titles. British Conservative commentator and former aide to Margaret Thatcher, Niall Gardner, recently asked for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their titles on Twitter. He wrote, "Prince Harry and Meghan Markle do not deserve to carry royal titles. Their vicious campaign against the royal family is a betrayal of the British people. They have become the most unpopular and distrusted couple in the modern history of the British monarchy." Conservative MP Bob Seely is planning to put forward a private member's bill which could strip Harry and Meghan of their titles by amending the 1917 Titles Deprivation Act. In a poll that ran from 9:30 am on Friday, January 6, to 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, January 17, Express.co.uk asked readers, should Prince Harry be stripped of his titles? Overall, 21,583 readers cast their votes with the overwhelming majority, 97%, 20,906 people, answering yes in favor of Harry losing his titles. Meanwhile, 3%, 569 people, said no, he should not, and a further 108 people said they did not know either way. Hundreds of comments were left below the accompanying article as readers shared their thoughts on Harry's titles. Many readers commented in support of Harry having his titles revoked, with username Magic Canary writing, "Yes, strip all titles and privileges." Username Luella7 said, "It's obvious he has to be stripped of any connection to the monarchy." Likewise, username Lori366 said, "Yes, stripped of all connections to our royal family." Another, username Skygazer wrote, "Yes, and do it now." And username Jonah47 added, "Absolutely, why the delay?" Some readers thought Harry should also be stripped of his place in the line of succession. The Duke retained his position in the line of succession when he stepped back from royal duties and is now fifth behind his brother Prince William and his children Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Username Uncivil Servant commented, "More important than the titles, he needs to be removed from the line of succession." Username AT61 wrote, "They need all titles and their line of succession removed. They should be plain Mr. and Mrs. Mountbatten, Windsor." Should the couple be stripped of their royal titles, Harry would be entitled to keep his prince title as the son of the reigning monarch. This means Meghan would be able to be known as Princess Henry. Other readers thought that Harry's children, 3-year-old Archie and 1-year-old Lilibet, should not be given royal titles, like username Blue Eyes 27, who said, "Yes, all titles should be stripped and no titles to the kids." Similarly, username Sam the Man wrote, "The only title they both should have is Mr. and Mrs. and their children should not be given titles also." Royal protocol under the 1917 letter means that as grandchildren of the monarch, Archie and Lilibet should be given HRH titles and are entitled to be a prince and princess. However, royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams believes the couple's children will not be given titles following the allegations made against the firm by Harry. He told Fox News Digital, "The issue of Archie and Lily and whether they see their royal cousins, and if so, when, is another imponderable in this destructive circus. Under the protocols laid down by George V in 1917, they should automatically be given HRHs, but it is up to the new monarch. This surely cannot happen now, and not only because of a slimmed-down monarchy." Speaking with Anderson Cooper on CBS 60 Minutes earlier this month, ahead of the publication of Spare, Harry was asked about relinquishing his dukedom and replied, "What difference would that make?" Some readers argued it was not necessary to strip Harry of his royal titles, with username BizBoy commenting, "What's the point? Their titles are meaningless anyway." And username Casper100 said, "Actually, no. The best strategy is to ignore him. That is the best punishment for him." Historian David Starkey told Nigel Farage on GB News on Monday, January 9, that Harry should not be stripped of his titles. He explained, "No, because it would give him more attention than he deserves. He will naturally just fade away. Harry is perpetually declining in the order of succession. Why give them the satisfaction of the attention?" Despite having the ability to grant dukedoms, King Charles III has no powers to remove them. Instead, An Act of Parliament must be passed to amend the law and allow the Sussex dukedom to be revoked.